Hi everyone, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. Chris here, aka Big Will, and today we have those two league games for you. We are at home against Wimbledon and also at home against South Shields. Transfer window was a little bit busier than I intended. We've seen four players leave the club. We have seen the backup goalkeeper Hudson leave on a free transfer, backup centre-back Sass Davis leave on a free transfer, the striker Quigley on a free transfer, and also Jack Norris, the attacking midfielder, has also left on that free transfer. And in terms of replacements, it's been a little bit of an awkward one. We do still have Kian Harrott, so him and Joselito are still our two strikers at the club, and we also have Balogun that can play there. So we haven't actually changed too many things in that regard. We have got a 26-man squad now. We have only made three signings though, but we have promoted some of the youngsters permanently into the first team, but made them available to play for the under-21s. So Dan Ratcliffe came through the academy. He has started to pick up that game time a little bit more now, and he has scored his first goal for the club as well. So he is going to be a player that I want to try and build this team around in the future. He certainly seems to be settling in quite nicely to first team football as things stand. New backup goalkeeper is Lorenz Ferdinand. He's not phenomenal. He's 6'4". He's got good jumping reach. Reflexes are okay. One-on-one's not the best, but he's rating nines for a couple of his other goalkeeping attributes. So again, overall, not too concerned. I think he'll be a decent keeper to act as backup to Louis Moulton. And he's got plenty of potential, good determination as well, good positional sense as well. So I think he will do quite well for us in goal. And we've then ended up making two signings for central midfield. Now, the rotational options that we had in midfield are still pretty strong, but it does allow us to play the likes of Charlie Wellings, for example, either at right back or out wide if it's needed, and likewise Dixon Bonner. So Adam Phillips has come in, a 32-year-old attacking midfielder, previously of Plymouth, and I mean, his mental attributes are really strong. His natural fitness is still good. He lacks a little bit of pace, but he can play right through the spine of that midfield. So he can play holding midfield in the centre or in that attacking midfield. And I think he's a really good utility midfielder to have, to be quite honest. And with his experience, I am hopeful that he can come in and do quite well for us. He's played regularly in League One a couple of seasons ago, and in the Championship as well. So he's a he's got good pedigree. He's played in League One quite regularly, and he's had that season in the Championship, like I say. So really happy to have brought him in. Originally started his career with Liverpool, but he has been very much in and around multiple clubs. Plymouth actually signed him for over £1 million. So he has had really good options earlier in his career. Hopefully, he can come in and do a really good job for us toward the back end of this season. And the other midfield side, which I'm a little bit more excited about, he didn't actually have an agent. So when he came in, he didn't want a lot of money. He's on 1.5 grand a week, which, yes, compared to some of the other players, is still a lot. But I think he's a fantastic pickup, to be honest. 23 years of age, central midfielder, and he can play in that defensive midfield role quite happily, but he can also play in that playmaker role. So again, a utility midfielder straight through the spine of that midfield. His mental attributes are outstanding. He's got a good determined character. His natural fitness and strength is very good as well. So he can really put himself about in the centre of the pitch. And his technicals aren't too bad either. He's capable of dribbling, good long shot ability, decent defensive attributes in there as well because of that defensive midfield option. And strangely, you'd think he'd come from a Premier League academy. He hasn't. He actually came through at Colchester, and he's never really broke into it in the first few years of his career. Had a decent loan spell with Carlisle in the National League in the 25-26 campaign, and then he just played regularly in League One and League Two over the last 3 years, and he's been without a club for 6 months practically. So we brought him in, and I think he's a really good player to have, and I think he will very much strengthen our midfield options. I know we're a little bit stacked in midfield now. We've got the likes of Caddick and Cartwright. Corbishley, the youngster, he's still at the club. And to be quite honest, he may be able to get loaned out. He has made some first team appearances this season, but I think we will make him available for loan and moving back into the under-21s because we've got them extra bodies in the central midfield. Matthew Taylor is still here. We had no bids coming for him at all. So he is quite happy to stay at the moment. And of course, if we get promoted, there's going to be no problem there. So he may end up staying long term. Patrick Roberts doesn't want to sign a new contract. And if he does, he wants to sign it as a member of staff. He doesn't want to be a player anymore. So that's a long term situation that we've got with him as things sit. And then obviously we've got where is he? Adam Phillips, there he is, who can again cover that span of the midfield. So he can also play on the right hand side of midfield as well. So it does give us another option out wide. Striker wise, we are a little bit short, but we brought in Wisdom Bello into the first team. Again, he's got decent opportunity for us potentially. His off the ball movement isn't the best, but he's got decent physical attributes and he is a good finisher. And at 6'1", he's also got a good header of the ball as well. But again, we'll just see how he gets on in the first team if he gets any game time. So going into today's matches, I am hopeful that we can get off to a good start today. It'll be interesting to see how we do. Two new midfielders. Phillips does start today. Dixon Bonner is on the bench along with Charlie Wellens. And One, for the time being, will not take place in the squad. I think, to be honest, he could take place in the squad, but I think we'll do it one player at a time. I think, to be fair, they need a little bit of match fitness first, so we'll leave them both on the bench. Taylor can start, and we will take Wellens off of the bench for One as well. So we will try and give them the game time that they need just to get back to match fitness. But fingers crossed, we can do well. Like I say, it's two really good signings, and I think Milton Oney's got good experience at this level. He's got a few years of playing at this level and above. And Phillips, of course, he's got great experience throughout his whole career. So fingers crossed they can come in and really do a good job for us. I did try and sign the striker that Wimbledon have got, Josh Coburn. He got released from his club Millwall, but we just couldn't afford the wages. Some of the players we were looking at, they wanted 4-5 grand a week. We just couldn't compete with that, unfortunately, at this stage. So it is what it is, and we'll just have to try and keep doing things the way we are doing. Hopefully, we can continue this form that we're in. We've done really, really well. I didn't show you the fixtures, of course, but we are still on a really good unbeaten run that's seen us win. I think it was 3 of our last 4 league games. So we are getting there, very much so. And we played Bradford again and drew 1-1, but then we managed to beat Walsall, who were at the top of the league at that point. Agunde coming down this right-hand side, trying to get past Declan Frith. It's come for Knight, back into Agunde, and now Wiseman to the far post. It's been knocked down, and Wallace Ming with the strike, but it's well blocked by Joe. And positive start from Wimbledon. They're playing straight up with a 4-2-4. They've got 2 target forwards there with Wallace Ming and Coburn. So they're very much a Route 1 style of play by the looks of things. Hopefully we can get the ball down and just make the most of the space in this midfield area here with the defensive and central midfielders. So I think Cartwright and Caddick will be able to dictate today. We just need to see what we can do with it. Patrick Roberts here with a free kick in a dangerous area, and he whips it in, but he goes over the crossbar and remains 0-0. No shots on target so far in the opening half an hour. We have had a few attempts at goal. Wimbledon not really following up from that early opportunity. They're struggling to really break us down at the moment, but possession-wise, they are very much dominating. We are really struggling to get a hold of the ball at the moment. But we just need to be a little bit more creative when we do get the ball, and hopefully we can find ourselves a goal. It's always been something we've struggled with, the possession side of it. At times we've looked very much in control, but it's very inconsistent. With current results as they are, we are currently moving down to fourth place in the league. It's very, very tight. I will show you the league table properly. You can see it just down the bottom here in that top half. There's only 3 points separating first from sixth currently, with a further 2 points to seventh. So it's still very, very tight. Within the top 10, there's only 9 points. So it's anybody's guess what's going to happen as the season goes toward the end of the campaign. We'll tell the lads that we need a bit of improvement. Joselito hasn't complained too much, by the way. So we did try and offer him out for the 700,000, but we've not had any interest that was concrete. We've had a couple of clubs look at him, but nothing concrete happening. So I don't really know what's going to happen with him, to be honest. If he settles, he settles at the end of the day, but I'm not too sure whether he'll end up staying or going come the end of the season. I mean, if we get promoted and such, and he qualifies for a proper work permit, we might be able to sign another Brazilian player, which then might settle him down. So there's a few different avenues that could take place with him, but we'll just have to be patient, realistically, and see what happens. As we just get past the hour, that's a great ball over the top, and Taylor is in with only his fourth goal of the season. I mean, he's really struggled, to be fair, at times, Matthew Taylor. It's strange. He's scored 4 goals all season. 3 of them have been in episodes throughout the course of the campaign, haven't they? It's a great ball over the top, lovely control, and the keeper did commit himself a little too early, and it's an easy finish for him in the end. Really well worked move. I mean, I say well worked move. We've played Wimbledon at their own game there with the Route 1. It's the first shot on target of the match, and it's come just after the hour. Joe with the assist, and what an assist it was as well. And this is the thing, again, we just keep finding ways to win matches at the moment. The draw against Bradford, Lorenz Ferdinand actually made his debut. Mulden did get a slight knock in training, so not a bad debut realistically. It could have easily gone wrong with a new signing playing in goal, but as things stand, we continue to do really well. We're going to make a couple of changes just to freshen things up a little bit here. Of course, I've not brought the new signings on at all, have I? Like I said I would. Phillips and One are going to come on in the midfield just to fresh the legs up a little bit. I mean, to be fair, they don't need to do so, but One can come on in that central area. Cartwright's had a decent game today, to be fair. Fair play to him. He's not had a lot of first-team football this year, but he's done really well in the end. Joselito's going to come off for Balogun with that direct running and pace. He may be able just to break the lines a little bit, and Dixon Bonner is going to come on as well on that right-hand side. And again, with the versatility of Phillips, he can play right across that central midfield, but he can play on that right-hand side as well. So again, a little bit of room to manoeuvre for him. And defensively, again, we are struggling a little bit. I was trying to find an option that was affordable for that left-back area as well. I just couldn't find one that was affordable. I tried very, very hard. I really did, but every time. I mean, we found one player, Seb Revan, came through United's youth academy a number of years ago. He wanted £4 a week. We can't afford to be paying players that amount of money, unfortunately, which is a shame. And it was likewise with James Scanlon, who also came through United's academy. Again, we just couldn't afford him. He wanted £5 a week. So, yeah, bit of an annoyance, but it is what it is. Dixon Bonner down the right-hand side. Chance to get it into the penalty area. He's got support there if he can find it. Phillips was there, and his shot was blocked by the defender, and they managed to get it clear. Last few seconds, Coburn heads it on, and luckily it is for nobody. And we get another 3 points on the board, and we claim a really good 1-0 win. And as you can see, that has put us top of the league. There's 3 points separate. There's 2 points, sorry, separating the top 7 in the league. I mean, what a campaign. From a neutral perspective, if you're keeping an eye on this division, you'd be looking at it and wondering what on earth is going on. But we just keep finding ways to avoid defeat and or win. We've done really, really well throughout the course of the season. and the two new midfielders making their debuts as well. 12 games to go. Obviously, the next one is South Shields, which is going to be coming up momentarily. It's in a week's time, I believe. I don't think it's a midweek fixture. Yes, it is in a week's time. So bear with me. We'll come back for that one, and hopefully we can keep this winning run going again. Okay then, guys, here we go for the game at home against South Shields. Just quick recap on the previous results that we had following the previous episode against Carlisle and Northampton. A 1-0 win at home against Cambridge was followed by a 1-0 defeat away at Fleetwood. A 1-0 win at home to Gillingham, 1-1 away at Bradford, 1-0 win away at Walsall, and of course that win in the first half of the episode against Wimbledon. We're very good at clean sheets, and apparently we're really good at 1-0ers, whether it's for us or maybe even against us. So at the minute, we're just maintaining our solid form defensively. I think that is basically what we can attribute our whole season to as things stand, because goal scoring has been a little bit hit and miss, as you can see. Um, so a little bit of rotation in there again today. Molden remains in goal. Gubajumo comes in at left back with Joe and Sutton, with Noyle at right back. Caddick, Cartwright and Phillips is going to start in the attacking midfield with Frith on the left, Roberts on the right, and Joselito remaining as the key striker. Bedo drops down to the bench today, although I'm not too sure why, because he is fully fit. I'd rather him at left back, to be fair, to Gubajumo, but we'll see how Gubajumo gets on and go from there, realistically. And I think, to be honest, I mean, Declan Frith, he's got great valuation, by the way. He is very, very highly rated. We could get a couple of £1 million for him if things really went in our favour. Um, but I think what we're going to do is, I mean, Cartwright seems to be quite happy at the moment playing for some reason. We're going to bring Oni in, potentially for Caddick, but both of them, the thing is, the familiarity with the tactics is the downside. This is the only problem at the moment. So until they get more familiar with everything, that could well be a stumbling block as things stand. And it's the same with Phillips, to be quite honest. I don't mind Phillips starting, but I think with a player like Taylor, who's fully familiar with the tactics at the moment, Phillips and Own it coming into the team, they need to get themselves match fit as well. So we'll be a little bit patient with them for now, and then we can go from there. So not too many changes. It's just that slight one in the defence. Let's see if we can go out there and get another win. I'd like something a little bit more exciting than a 1-0. It can't be great viewing for you guys, realistically, if it's just going to be a 1-0 every time. But we'll see how it goes. And fingers crossed, we can get another good result and maintain our position at the top of the table. Obviously, we are, I think it's a point clear at the top of the table as things sit, or we're level on points. So we just need to keep doing what we're doing. If we can get another 3 points, we will stay top of the league. And I will just have a look at that just to make sure. Yeah, so we are a point clear at the moment. So we just need to win. It sounds simple when I put it like that, but that is the end goal. And that is a great chance for Caddick there. It was a good delivery from Taylor, and Caddick with the header couldn't quite get it on target, which is a little bit unfortunate. But it remains 0-0. But look at the number of chances already that we're creating. We're looking pretty strong at this moment in time. And again, I'm still wondering. I know it sounds silly, but I'm still wondering if this tactic is quite right. I mean, from a defensive perspective, we've been outstanding. I've got no issues regarding that. But going forward, we just lack goals all the time. And we've got the quality up there. I mean, I know we've got youngsters in Taylor and Joselito, and but we have got the quality up there. It's just, I don't know. I feel like we should be winning some games, especially by like 2 or 3 goals, like we did in the game against Carlisle. We just took our chances in that game. But yeah, it's a very odd situation for me at the moment. I've kept it the same because we're getting the results. As Black Shields gets in and scores, and it's his first goal of the season, and it's a very good goal, incidentally. But we do find ourselves behind. So now the question will be asked. Obviously, when we concede, we do tend to struggle to get back into the game. We have lost a few games only a few games this season, of course, but they have been by that odd goal. That 1-0 scoreline tends to be how it turns out. So we do need to be a little bit careful here. We will hopefully get back into it, but right before half time, it's when they've scored. And we need to really pick ourselves up in this second half. We've got the options on the bench if we need them. But we certainly need to figure a way of getting back into the game. We started the game off quite brightly, but not really created an awful lot as things stand. So as we approach the half-hour mark to go, I'm just looking at the lads that are out there, and there's not really a lot of fitness concerns either, but I am wondering if the new signings can come on and make that difference for us here. And I think, to be honest, we'll give it a go. They have got a slight injury knock on that right-hand side too. Caddick's on a yellow card, which is something I definitely don't want to be risking. So Oni can come on in the defensive midfield, and we'll get the experience of Phillips on in that attacking midfield slot as well. I mean, we've had very poor performances in all of the midfield. So Dixon Bonner, I think, can come on also. Dixon Bonner at the base of the midfield and Oni as that playmaker might work better. Gubajumo. I mean, the fullbacks haven't really done anything, to be quite honest. But I mean, Joselito again, he's really struggling. We're going to get Kian Harrott on for Joselito. He's still transfer listed, incidentally, Harrott. He's only scored the odd goal for us this season, but Joselito looking a little bit anxious. He's a little bit off his game again at the moment. We need to make sure that we've got players that are going to be composed when they get the chance. And that's well defended there by Dixon Bonner and plays it to Mulder, who launches it forward. I mean, Harrott's there on his own. And Black Shields into Fletcher, into Savage. And there's Blackett. And it's 2-0, a 16th goal of the season for Ball Blackett. And that's what we've been missing, a proper out-and-out goal scorer. And this is going to be our biggest defeat of the season as things stand. We're going to berate the lads because performance-wise, we have been quite poor today. We've not looked at it at all. I'm hoping that the new signings haven't upset the balance of the team at all. But, I mean, we still won against Wimbledon, you know? And it was the usual type of win that we've had. But we've just not been able to get going today at all. We've looked very, very average. And we've dropped all the way down to, what, 5th place at the moment? 5th or 6th, I think it is. Good header clear from Tyree. Frith trying to get there, hits it on the volley. And the keeper punched it away. And, oh my word, Patrick Roberts with the effort there. And it's hit both posts and come out. And Blackett has picked it up. And he's charging forward. He's whipped across into nobody. But, I mean, everyone's let it go. Savage has won it, found Carson. And Phillips does well to win possession. I mean, I don't know how that's not got in from Patrick Roberts. He's hit both posts as Phillips does well to get past his man. And the highlights continuing here. Only into Phillips again, tackled by Scales. And we've just not been able to break down South Shields today. Joe picks it up, charges forward from centre-back. I mean, he's got support there. If he can find it, he just lays it off for Frith. And now Dixon Bonner lays it back to Sutton. I mean, the highlights continuing. There's got to be something coming at the end of this, surely. Noyle. Again, not taking the opportunity to put it in the penalty area. Oni trying to get past his man. Phillips picks it up now. Phillips. And it's a well-saved effort from Phillips, to be honest. The keeper just putting himself in the way. But again, we've just not seen anything from it today at all. We're going to berate the lads again. But we've been the better team. Again, possession is key sometimes, and we've not had it again. And it's going to be our worst defeat of the season. And I'm hoping, aside of the Virtue Trophy game, of course, against Manchester City's under-21 side, but I'm hoping it doesn't derail us. We've dropped down to 4th place following that. That is a shocking performance. I mean, to be fair, their keeper had an outstanding game, and they have had a couple of really good performances in there. But from our perspective, that is extremely poor. And that is a kind of match that we should be winning. And I don't really know where South Shields are in the league either. But that is certainly not good enough. But again, we do this on occasion. We've had a decent run of fixtures, and then we just drop a win. I mean, we just hit top spot, and now we've dropped down to fourth place again. I mean, we could end up anywhere in this top half of the table come the end of the season. We could literally end up anywhere, and I have no idea how it's going to end up, to be honest. South Shields have moved up to ninth, and to be honest, I mean, they're only within 6 points of the playoffs themselves. It's so tight in this league at the moment. It really is. I mean, Harrop still without goals as well. It's a real concern that I think next year we're going to have to sort this out for a proper goal scorer. Um, we actually did it as a fan day and we put in a performance like that. That's certainly very poor from our perspective, isn't it? In terms of fixtures coming up, I mean, it's not showing all of the. Is that showing all of the fixtures? Yes, it is. Um, I'm probably going to be looking at coming back fairly soon, to be honest. Um, I mean, it's a lot of games to get through, especially if we're in for a shot at the title somewhere around here. Um, I'll see how we get on, first and foremost. I'll see how we get on as to whether we come back either in and around here or toward the end of the season. But it could be all to play for at that point. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. And hopefully, a promotion fight is still going to be well and truly on when we come back for the next episode. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.